Okay, this is the Blight hearings for September 30th, 2025. We have 6 properties. 7 properties on the agenda. For today, we're gonna just go through them one at a time. There's no participants here today. So we're just gonna call this to order. Roll call, we have Keith Muro, Blight Inspector, Counselor Emma Dignati, Blight Hearing Officer, Stephen Bruschi, myself, I am the Blight Officer, and Matthew Deering, Technical Support and Blight Inspector. So the first property we are going to discuss is 28 Ravenwood. So the issues at 28 Ravenwood are overgrown, unkempt vegetation. It's a vacant house. It's been in and out of blight for 4 years now. They also have unauthorized outdoor storage or accumulation of junk, trash, or rubbish on the property. All right, so these are the current photos. I was contacted at some point via the telephone, and I believe it was a relative of the owner that stated that they received a notice that they were going to work on the property that weekend. This was a couple months ago. So we gave them 2 weeks, I believe that. Gave them about 2 weeks, and then we went up there and nothing has been done. And we sent hearing notices out. We also sent a constable out to serve. And the owner could not be found.
Okay.
At the address that we had for her.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody contacted us. I think it was Peter Papadopoulos. That might be a husband or a brother or somebody. That's who came to the last hearing.
Okay.
When we had the first go around on the blight. They have at the last hearing we had for them, they have a $5,900 lien placed on their property. Okay. And the reason why there was a lien placed is they decided they wanted to make a payment plan. They defaulted on that payment. I don't think they made one payment. So the whole thing goes on with the lien. Okay, so that's the first go. We received another complaint in August. And current conditions of the property are as house is vacant, so it's $250 a day. Current assessment on the property as of today would be $13,250.
And the address you sent notices to, that's the address on file for the owner and the tax assessors.
Tax assessor, yeah. So tax assessor, and we also sent it to all the addresses that we've had over the years.
Good.
And like I said, somebody reached out. The bank also reached out to us via email stating that they spoke with the property owner or the borrower, they called it. They spoke with the borrower said that the property was remedied, and they wanted confirmation. We went back up there, not done, sent email back to the bank saying current conditions are still the same. So the bank knows about it. One of the property owners knows about it. are somebody that's affiliated with the property, knows about it,
Time to assess them, I think,
time to
yeah.
assess, yeah,
Fine.
okay. So we have. Assessment. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, so that's. The second property we're gonna talk about is 38 Marlin, not present. Fully notified, registered, received, constable service for the hearing. So this property is significantly overgrown or unkept vegetation. And part of the issue is the complaint came from the neighbor in the back of that property,
Okay,
where the overgrowth is growing over the fence into the yard. So there, we instructed them, you could cut right up to the fence line,
mhm,
whatever. To be honest with you, it shouldn't be their responsibility
right,
to cut that.
right,
Okay. We have not heard anything from the owner. We believe that they have been fully notified. And at this point, they're $150 a day, and the assessment would be $8,250.
if you go back to the earlier pictures, Matt, quickly. This, one more, that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this from the perspective of the complaining neighbor's house?
This is from the road.
Yes.
From the road, okay, so the neighbor who complained is the one in the back?
Yeah.
With the workers in the
Yep.
road, okay.
Yeah.
And do you have recent pictures?
Do, hold on.
Okay, so no change.
Yeah.
No change.
Okay. Yep, I think we should assess that one.
So, I asked Matt, who inspected, the original inspector, if he thought the house was vacant,
Hmm,
because it seems like it may be vacant, but
Yeah.
he said there were.
Yeah, it's all
he did
people going in
see
and
people
out.
going in and out.
okay,
So there are some people living there, that's where we're sending notices to,
Mhm.
that they've been accepted, so. We have the green cards, we have, certified, signatures. So they've got notice,
yeah,
so.
for sure,
Um,
and you haven't heard from them at all?
not one.
Yeah,
Not an email, not
Mhm.
hey, I can't make it to the hearing.
right, okay,
Nothing. So their assessment is $8,250.
okay, yeah, I'll send that one too.
Are they the owners then? Is it owner occupied or is it a rent?
I believe it's owner occupied, yeah,
We've heard nothing, so we don't know.
yeah, we don't know. But
But the address that you
The
sent it
address
to is
is
the address for
38
the
Marlin, yeah.
owner
Yes,
yeah.
on file in the tax
Yeah.
assessor's website.
And we also sent it to the bank. But we have gotten those letters back. They have not been accepted from the bank, so either. we had the title search done, and that's where we sent, the notices to whoever was on the title. Okay, so that's that. Okay. The next three properties we're gonna talk about are familiar properties. We handled
Mhm.
last time, so we have
Okay.
the minutes from the last hearing. For these, this would be, we'll start with 20 Cleveland.
Okay, this was the pair of property
Yeah,
owners, yeah. I
Okay,
remember.
so I'll just read the minutes from the last hearing. Blight Inspector Stephen Bruschi gave a brief overview of blighted properties as well as pictures, which included boarded windows and doors, accumulation of junk, trash, rubbish, as well as missing portions of roof, siding, peeling, fading paint. There has been nothing done on this property other than the owners have kept it clean. The area, I guess.
Mhm.
Owners have stated they have spoken to John Hayducky, which I spoke to earlier a while back about plans to rebuild. But setbacks make property hard to rebuild, and they have also tried to contact Alan Lowe, who I also
Mhm.
spoke to yesterday,
Okay,
about the setbacks and the purchase of two other parcels in order to join three lots to rebuild. So in other words, they wanna build a three-family, and they're trying to obtain two parcels that nobody seems to know who owns.
okay,
Alan Lowe doesn't know who owns it. He's one of the city, he's building management for the city. He's not sure if it's state property or city property.
Mm,
Okay, so I suggested to the homeowner, hire a lawyer, have them deal with it. Because you can't just leave it, because you can't, you
right,
don't
yeah,
know
this is
how,
horrible.
somebody's gotta give them a definitive answer as to whether they can get those parcels so they can do, nothing can be done. They're not accessible. But there's no answers as to how they can obtain it. So my suggestion to the homeowner was to hire a lawyer and let them do the legwork, because I'm not doing it. It's not, to me, it's a blighted property.
Right, it's not your obligation.
Right, so if you wanna build a three-family on there, so I spoke with John Hayducky as well. He said they could do we could do one of three things, and I will talk with Bill Ireland, the building official, about this. They could submit a two-family plan.
On the
And then-
existing lot
yeah,
as configured.
And then they have, it's good for whatever, 6 months.
Mhm.
Trying to figure out within that 6 months and then resubmit plans.
Mhm.
Okay, the homeowner is balking at that idea because obviously, to resubmit plans, you have to pay for it. So they're trying to get the property, and to be honest with you, they're trying to find an answer.
Mhm.
Because every day that goes by that, and if they already have a fine assessed to them, a lien
Okay, okay.
on there. I just think, at this point, we can also, I got her to admit that they're gonna not keep the existing building. So now she can, what I'm also gonna suggest, and what I have suggested, is to pull a demolition permit.
Sure,
It's good for 6 months. Okay? Then you can figure out, you're not keeping the building anyway, so knock it down.
Mhm.
That takes care of the blight,
Mhm.
okay, because there's no building there anymore. Okay, the blight is the building.
Right,
Get rid of it. Okay, you're gonna knock it down anyway. Yeah, get rid of it,
Mhm.
okay? The other thing that we can do is condemn the building, because it's not livable.
Mhm.
It's not even close to
Right.
being livable.
That makes sense.
So, if they refuse to do the demolition permit, we can go ahead and condemn the building and then they would have to take it down.
Mhm.
Okay, so, my suggestion is we table this another, till the next hearing,
Sure,
let them figure out. If they don't have an answer in the next one, then we're gonna have to start assessing.
Yes.
I feel like, we're going around in circles here. Get a lawyer and figure it out.
right, I mean, look, they're going to have to spend some amount of money on this anyway, fines are accumulating on the
Right,
property, and it's
right.
250 a day, right?
Yeah, it's vacant,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's a significant amount of money, if I remember the prior hearing, they own 3 properties, and they were kind of trying to do this stepwise and fix one property at a time, which is really
Right,
not acceptable for the city.
which brings us to the next property. So I don't know what your feeling is on 20, we'll give them 45 days.
I'm fine with that, if you guys are
Yeah.
comfortable with that and want to give them a little more time, that's
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, I spoke with her at length today, the
You did,
homeowner,
okay.
and this is what I told Bill. I said, they're not hiding from us, they're not ignoring us, they're in here.
Mhm.
John says they're in here, 4 times a month,
Okay,
trying to figure out like,
okay.
what do I need?
Yeah.
They also, they've been in the building department, we've seen them in there.
Mhm.
It's not like they're avoiding this situation.
Fair
They may
enough.
be running circles to buy time,
Yeah,
but they're not ignoring us.
okay,
So we'll give, I told her she couldn't be here today, so I told her I would give her a rundown of what each property she needs to do.
Mhm.
It'll be in the minutes. I'll send her a copy of the minutes. And that in 45 days, she's gotta have an answer on those parcels.
good,
Okay?
yep,
Alright.
good,
Next property is owned by the same couple. Let me try and pronounce the name, but I don't. It's 13 Bayview. So 13 Bayview, the owners, Gabriella and Gregor's Seja, were present for the hearing and were sworn in by hearing officer Emily Dignati. Blight officer Stephen Bruschi gives an overview of the property. Opened in 2023. Most of the violations still exist. There are currently no liens. Assessment as of now is 12,100, which is not signed. We gave them
right,
time.
Yeah.
Okay, we gave them 30 days, I believe. Missing portions of roof, blah, blah, blah. Owners are taking care of some issues, clean the property, the landscaping, which they have done. The only thing really lacking on the property now is the roof
Mm,
and like the trim work and stuff like that. So it's an eyesore,
mhm,
okay? However, speaking with John Hayducky this morning, they have zoning approval for rear addition, dormers, and dormers for the upper level, which will include the fixture of the roof
mhm,
and the trim,
okay,
according to John. So they do have a permit.
good,
So to be honest with you, they got it in August, so it's still
Okay.
good.
okay,
As long as they start work within their 6-month period, we can't really,
I think that makes sense, and I think the fact that they got the permit since
Right.
they were last in here shows that they are
right,
serious about doing something here. I remember they were talking about getting that permit and the addition they wanted to do, so I think it's significant that they got the
Okay.
permit.
so we're in agreement on 13 Bayview, 20 Cleveland. Again, we'll give them the 45 days to
Mhm.
figure out, like,
Sure.
let's get an update in 45 days on that. Their third property, 32 Low, nothing has been done. There's no permits, they did inquire about a permit. And the zoning is requesting a survey.
Okay.
However, she's been going round and round and round on the survey part of it, where she's claiming she can't get a survey. They're backed up like 6 to 8 weeks, but 6 to 8 weeks ago, she said the same thing. So I'm not buying
All surveyors are back to
yeah,
60.
go find another survey.
Yeah,
You know, whether she uses a particular one or not. These are the minutes from the last hearing. 32 low. Stephen Bruschi gave briefing and pictures of the past blight issues, which some roofing, siding, and some trim, which needs to be completed. There are no liens, no fines. No liens, but fines of 4,200 as of now. Agreement is owners need to get permits within 30 days, which they did not do. As of June 5th, 2025. So they had 30 days from June 5th, 2025 to get permits. That did not happen. And they need to start work within 60 days. As long as this gets done, fines will be removed from this property. Gabriella and Gregor's have 30 days to get permits for 32 low, 13 Bayview, and 60 days. Blah, blah, blah. So we originally assessed it at 4,200 at that hearing.
am I remembering that there might be unpermitted additions on this house? And maybe that's why she doesn't feel inclined to get a survey?
There may be something illegal about it, yeah.
Yeah, that's what my memory.
I think, if we start assessing a fine on that property, maybe it'll get them moving. I mean, it doesn't seem to be getting them on the other properties. But,
Right.
You know, but
Yeah, no, I think we should probably assess.
but she's got, you know, they have 4 properties in the city of Norfolk, all 4 being blighted. And they all have roof issues. So, you know, she wants to take it one property at a time, but, whether that's acceptable or not, you know.
Right, and I mean, she has made some progress, it seems, on the other 2, but it doesn't seem like any progress has been made here or is going to be.
Right.
So I think we should at least enter an assessment on this property.
Right, so that top part may not be
Right,
legal.
yeah.
So, what do you think? Assess it?
I think we should assess it, yeah.
Okay, we'll do the original 4,200
Okay,
that we originally put on there, and then we'll start assessing it daily
good.
until they, do something, like at least get a permit.
Right, we can
It-
always negotiate later, but.
It's what I tried to tell her on the phone, like, get the permits, it stops the fines.
Right,
But if you don't get the permits, it's just like
Right.
you're ignoring it.
right, absolutely.
So let her get the permit, or come in here and do what she's doing with 13 Bayview.
Right,
It gives you 6 months reprieve,
yeah,
figure out what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay? But
agree.
see what she does on that one. So I don't have an assessment written
Okay.
up for that, but what I'll do is I'll email it to you.
Perfect.
Okay.
I can print it, sign it, I'll send it back to you.
37 Summit is also owned by them.
Okay, so I haven't seen this one, I don't think. This is a new one, yeah.
All right, so we inadvertently sent the notice to the wrong address.
Okay,
And when I spoke to her today about it, she goes, I didn't get anything for 37 Summit.
Okay.
So I went back and I looked at the file. We sent it to the original address. that-
I see.
So she sent me an email with all the updated.
Okay,
Well, apparently we've been sending everything to the wrong address, but I've been emailing her as well.
he's aware of it.
Yeah, so she goes,
He's
I'm
on
getting your
notice.
emails, but I'm not getting your notices in the
Okay.
mail. So which is fine.
So that's fixed.
So
now.
she's acknowledged that she's receiving it.
Right,
Okay,
Yeah.
so I will reissue that warning
perfect.
for her and give her 30 days to do whatever she has to do. To get a permit or
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah,
There are people living in that house. The other ones are all, I think 32 low, there's people living in too. The other 2 are vacant. And then 16 Sable.
This is a repeat too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so. What, did we have the meeting minutes for that?
It's on the same sheet, it's in the back, I believe. No? Oh, no, yeah, I'm gonna grab them for you.
Yeah, there should be. Do we have that on there?
Yeah.
That's the one I have.
Oh, no, and they're not on here, they're in the other room. Hold on,
Well, anyway,
let me grab it for you.
yeah,
I'll be right back.
anyway. I've been in contact with the owner's son.
That's right, and it was him who came
Yes,
last time,
okay,
and this is his
right,
grandfather's
right.
house. Yeah, okay.
Okay. Now. We have extended an offer to him. Because part of the deal was the shed or the barn or the
I
garage, or
remember
whatever that
one
is,
of the
has to,
outbuildings.
is kind of dilapidated
Yeah.
and falling down, and we're requesting them to take that down
Right,
as part of the blight. So we have offered, a loan,
oh,
a no interest or very low interest loan. Yeah,
Okay.
that would be up to the law department to draw up. And, it's almost like a, payment agreement.
Yeah.
If you make the payments monthly or whatever, if you pick the number.
right.
You could afford $100 a month, we'll take $100 a month.
Mhm.
I don't think it's gonna take that much to remedy that property
Mhm.
monetarily wise. He took advantage of the bulk pickup, but the landscaping is still a mess. There's still some stuff on the property that doesn't really need to be there. The only good thing about this situation is we've never had communication with them. And now we do. So we email each other back and I said, listen, we got a hearing coming up and I gotta present your property. Like, you gotta, make sure you get some stuff done over there. And he's in agreement and, it's a slow process with him right now. So I don't know what we should do.
Where does he stand, with the loan agreement? Is
Well,
he
he
interested?
said, he goes, I appreciate the offer. I'm gonna try and get this done without that.
Okay,
But again, it's been 6 weeks
right.
and it's not a whole lot of progress.
When did
And
you?
he did email me. He goes, okay, we're taking advantage of the bulk pickup.
Mhm.
He goes, he said, I was out there weed whacking. He gave me the date. Then he comes back with the lawnmower crapped out on him, so he has to get a new lawnmower. So
Okay.
it's like, I can't verify, I can't,
Right, of
it's like,
course.
do we give him more time? Do we?
I mean, my gut, and you can tell me if you disagree, is give him more time, but it's firm. You can have 45 days, but we've got to see real progress in that
Right.
time. And if we don't,
Right.
we are going to have to enter a fine.
Right. He thinks. He thinks he's being harassed, so he's also indicated to me that he's thinking about getting representation,
By the neighbors,
by the neighbors.
harassed by the neighbors,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember that issue.
So again, I don't know if he is or if he isn't. There's a lot of houses on that street that nobody says anything about.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those, like,
Yeah.
what are we doing here? Like,
It's an issue. So someone raised their hand and says, please stand on.
I think he's the neighbor, actually.
We don't really do public
No, we
participation
don't.
though, so I don't think unfortunately there will be an opportunity to speak.
I mean, they can send me an email.
Yeah,
I mean, the instructors are right on there. They can, submit questions to me, via email.
I think the bottom line here unfortunately is that we do have to deal with the blight on this property.
Yeah, no, there's no question,
To the
there's blight
extent-
exists. Yeah,
Right, to the extent that there's blight on other properties,
yes,
then that's a matter for the city to, deal with in the ordinary course for all of those properties too.
and we have
Um,
one other property on that street that's being blighted, right?
We have 15, I believe.
Number 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, look, my perspective on this is he has been in communication with you, he has been.
Which has
making
never
efforts.
happened before, and
Right.
unfortunately, this property has been complained about for a while.
Right,
And to be honest with you, every time I sent them a notice for certain things, they've always taken care of that.
mhm,
Whether it looks pristine or not,
right,
they did what we asked them to do, like get rid of the garbage bags, or get rid of this, or get rid of that.
right,
This point, though, he thinks he's being harassed, not only by the neighbors, but by us. That it seems to be slow.
slower than normal. What was the violation on the original notice for this property?
We had uncut vegetation. We had outdoor, unauthorized outdoor storage or accumulation of junk.
Mhm.
He did have one car on there which is allowed, unregistered.
Okay,
And, he's got like logs
yeah,
that need to be,
Some broken windows as well.
and you had the dilapidated.
and the
shed
broken
on
windows
there.
from when the police, when
Right,
they had
that
to
issue.
go in there, yeah, so.
Can you show me the rest of the pictures, the current ones, or even the old?
So I
ones too?
requested, he did say he got a price for the windows.
Okay,
I requested a copy of the estimate, and I have not received that yet, so I'm not sure if that's actually taking place or not. It's starting to get cold at night anyway, so you're gonna have to dress the windows anyway, right?
right. There is a good amount.
So these are current, so all that stuff really needs to be addressed.
Yeah, it does.
And these are older, so.
Yeah, so we can,
I mean, I see two options, right? I see we can assess today.
Yeah.
Or we can give a firm, 45 days, and if there's not progress,
Right.
like actual stuff done to the property, I want you to be able to see the estimate for the windows if they're not done yet. I think 45 days from now, we should have more than just an estimate, maybe a contract.
I was actually hoping more would be done by
Yeah,
today's date.
yeah,
But again, he's not avoiding me. He's
Right.
answering my emails, whether he's doing the actual work yet. I think with a little more coddling and just, working with him and just like, listen, I'll put a dumpster there,
right,
throw everything in a dumpster. We'll
Right.
pay for it and then we'll just put it on either a lien or you can just pay it off
Right,
monthly. And if you miss the payments, then, you know, just. I mean,
yeah, my inclination is another 45 days, but it's firm and he should know that it's firm
Okay.
and that,
the
you know.
fine
like,
will start and we could retroactive it too.
Right. And I
Um,
think whether we retro it or not is going to be a matter of what gets done, if anything.
Right.
But yeah, I would be very clear with him that it's firm.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's it.
I think actually we should retro it if progress isn't made.
Yeah,
just
we've
answering
given him
emails isn't
plenty,
that.
plenty,
Yeah.
plenty of time.
Yeah,
And it just. Whether he's being defiant, and, you know,
and look, you know, I mean, that's his right and he can do what he's going to do with his lawyer, but at the same time,
right,
everyone has to comply with the blight ordinances, regardless of what's going on.
Right.
So,
at some point it needs to be addressed. And if
Right.
it's, you know, he's gonna procrastinate another, you know, after 45 days. You know, then winter comes and then
Right.
snow comes and
Then
then
we're gonna
everything's covered
assess
up
him,
and then it's
yeah.
like, you know, he buys himself another year.
right,
You know, and it's like, that's not acceptable to me.
no,
I wanna work with him.
Mhm.
Like I said, we've never had communication.
right, and that's
So,
positive.
yeah.
So I
We're
think,
moving in the right direction with
Yeah.
this. It's just. I know the neighbors are upset
yeah,
that nothing's really being done over there,
Yeah.
but I don't. You know, I wanna tread this lightly,
Mhm.
so to speak.
I think that makes sense. I think 45 days, but it's firm and fines will accrue after that.
Okay. All right, so that's it. That will wrap up our hearing for today.
All right,
And we did have 599 West Avenue, which is, a conflict. So we're going to table that till, for another hearing. And then, that's it.
sounds good.
Meeting adjourned.